to wait for this to reach 5 seconds because it takes forever. Can I? Oh no, I have to TP here. I thought that was a TP location.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I forgot that's to wherever this leads, I can't remember.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Why did he have a voice line then? Oh, okay.
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
I don't know what to put.
Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I
Wait,
would
what?
like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Wow, nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Why is he in his normal form? He was in the Imbibitor Lunaire form earlier. What's the point taking us on the cutscene?
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's Resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin?
I knew it. The Stellaron Hunters.
We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia. When the
Disciples?
ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Phantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. It appears that Phantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
And then that's it.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yuko. It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Alright. Fan with... I mean, it's also damaged a little bit. Plan for the future after discussions. Well, might as well. Even if it's optional.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past? Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
More law behind March.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting Yun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Is Dan Heng? Yeah, he is. I had a feeling he would be.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more? I'll be gone very soon. Jingyuan is still recovering, and the Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. It remains to be seen how the 6 charioteers will react to my presence. But at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfeng's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Who else can I talk with? They're the only 3 I can. Head to the Palace of Astrum. Central. Okay, back right where I was before.
It's getting late.
Lovely.
Where to now?
That dog will not stop following me until I do the companion mission I accidentally started.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will.
Oh,
Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
oh.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Ting Yun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Ting Yun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
Oh, okay.
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Alright then.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Amicassator's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr.
Oh, surely.
Yanming. Wishing you fortune and success in
Going
every
alright.
endeavor.
What about you?
Yanming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered.
I'm doing alright.
Ting Yun and I
It's good to hear you're doing good.
guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy
Just
that made your leg
mostly
hair grow. A
playing
violin
this.
that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek.
That's all I'll really
I was
do for the
completely
next few
unprepared
hours.
for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have
Nice.
kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty.
Mm,
Could
no,
there be other
nah,
things
it's
similar
fine.
to what Yanming got? We
Thanks for
should
the
take a
offer,
look.
though. Let's take a look at the
This
ball.
bow.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it? Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again?
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
Alright.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Small chest centers. Give the gift to I don't know who that is. What? I need to arrive at Astrum Alley. Okay. So I should have 2 quests, 2 markers, right? Yeah. I'll do that one first, then I'll do the other. I think I can't remember where I'm supposed to go for this companion mission. I accidentally started. Oh well.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the...
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
Another long voyage? No.
Miss Ting Yun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup to her memory.
Fair enough. Now I need to go to the Excellence Sanctum. Okay.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, there's a chest.
The Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got
Well,
to give it a try.
I've arrived. Do I need to talk to her?
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Oh, so I was meant to talk. Alright. Now I'm going this way. Don't think I've been this way. Have I? Oh, no, I haven't. This is new to me. Oh, okay, I'm giving gifts to other people, right?
Supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it cuts straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fair puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right?
Just better to be honest.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun.
Alrighty then.
It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, so floor 1. I'll have to come over here soon enough anyways to get parts for Nihility. No, for lightning characters.
What brings you here?
Oh my god.
This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tingyun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tingyun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Fair enough. It's a paper kite. Select which of the gifts return by the people you wish to place into the ceremony. Okay.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
There's the seal, the tea, the dish, or the paper kite. Why must it be an option? Maybe the kite.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Tingyun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Now on. Oh, okay. Oops. 900 XP though.
It's getting late. Where to now?
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
I'll go after. Oh, for God's sake, the amount of teleporting, please. Guess that's just how it is in games like this. You teleport everywhere. Oh well.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine?
Why does he have voice lines now? He didn't before. Don't quite understand.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Oh, for God's sake.
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Is that? Oh yeah, it is. That's it. That was it for this.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
Sure.
Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Fine, fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Okay. I kind of just want to. No, I just get this quest over and done with. Because I'd have to go to several locations over and over just to get it. I'll just get the quest over and done with. It's easier.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Okay, that was weird. It's weird.
You're back! Welt was telling me about your experiences. I'm more than a little envious. The Ambrosial Arbor, the Ebon Deer, the Divination Commission Matrix, Scale Gorge Waterscape. I pestered Dan Heng to tell me about his experiences, but alas, what could have been a magnificent saga was reduced to a few words and a grunt. Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
And they never mentioned that. They only
The
go.
Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording. However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
What? Who? And that was it. That was. Why do I have such high ping? I should not have this high ping. 175 ping, but everything else is fine. That was it. 50 minutes of a story. This is about to start another companion quest. Wait, no, there's only going to be 2 new ones. Okay, so that one's side mission. And this is one of the new companion missions. I have 3 to do, well 4, because I haven't started the other one. There was only 50 minutes worth of story.
Where to now?
That just was not that long. It took me a week to board the Express. Jesus Christ, I did not play this game much.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
Oh my god.
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be? I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
She is a close friend. I've invited her along to bear witness. Please, treat her as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession. The preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her. Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her. No need. March will find out sooner or later. You know that I'm a descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The start skiff is ready. Let's go.
Okay. Fair enough. Where am I off to? Down there. I've never been down there.
I don't
Need your
believe
extractor
Oh,
cleaned?
The rumors are true. You really are back. I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. What does the Alchemy Commission want then?
Return to being a nameless. Stay out of the High Elder succession. The Luofu Vidyadhara have finally recovered from Dan Feng's grievous sins, and were blessed with a compassionate and caring High Elder in Bailu. None of this was easy. Your return has stirred up resentment and ambition among the Preceptors, and threatens our situation.
I have no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Luofu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Okay then. No one's a fan, huh?
Excuse me. Are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Now where am I off to? Okay. Wait. Have I never been to that? Oh no, I haven't. I only went there as part of the side story for Dan. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd be talking with him.
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture. Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties, those that would work circumstances to their advantage, be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then? These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bai Lu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless you were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again. The Healer Lady has draconic features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder, but the Preceptors are fixated on strength and are unwilling to accept her. Now that Don Feng's reincarnation has shown a command over the vast marine expanse of luminescent depths, those longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy.
What?
Before Don Heng arrived,
Okay.
everything was quiet as a windless lake. In that regard, it is understandable that they want to get rid of him. These folks aren't the type to just let it go. It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Lufu, it does not involve the General of the Cloud Knights. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Heng and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Lufu, the Vidyadhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
Alright. Alright, I got another achievement, didn't I? Activate 20 space anchors. There's 110 chests? Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. 50 readable items on Herta's space station. Huh. Okay. Let's see, what am I working with? Yeah. I completely forgot to come here after the main story.
So that's how it works.
Oh, these could be good, please. Their defense. Great. Another person to discourage, right? No.
Master Don Heng, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Videodora.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Videodora will never accept him.
Okay. Unnecessary fight. Cool off.
Heaven surge.
At least I use that. At least I gotta use the invention.
The times have changed beyond.
You say Don Feng was merely a previous incarnation. How then
Wait, what?
do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
I wish not to use the strength.
As I expected, Don Feng, you have returned.
Oh. Okay. Did I just get a crit rate increase for that?
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Don Hung.
They came for me. I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Don Hung, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the preceptors, Miss Huanxi, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is... They're all labeled as assassins. Except the wolves. One of them's, of course, the Mara-struck soldier. I'm gonna child to done. I'll just put my usual team. Sambo. Even though I can't heal.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages.
I mean, either of them are true.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Don Hung and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Don Hung, Miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea in Scale Gorge Waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I've no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu.
Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
Alrighty then, I don't understand what's going on anymore, but okay.
Wow, what a magnificent sight. Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragonheart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Dunfeng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
What?
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots!
This feeling.
That's it. You did it! And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge Waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming.
Oh, lovely.
You! Who are you?
Oh, awesome.
Protect Bailu!
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here. Won't
Just under one skill point, no reason to use both.
Cutting the net.
I just realized I made a bad choice.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Hopefully they're not resistant to a shock. They're not cool. I want to say the sword is my top concern.
I'm on guard.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. They're almost dead, but not close enough. That's fine.
May as well kill them all. This won't take long. Stand still.
You'll die to DOT.
Lance at the ready. Fracture.
Okay.
I wish not to use this strength.
Okay. That's not it though.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence. If so, why would they want to harm Bailu? We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here. Go!
I hate it when the subtitles don't match.
Look at that shadow. Could it be an assassin?
Don't worry. Those things aren't hostile.
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Is that you, Danpeng? Have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are called Mirage Echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge Waterscape in the process. If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou natives and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation Arcanum now, and the Preceptors can help you keep your secret. Isn't that draconic abomination you created proof of the Transmutation Arcanum's success?
I heard that Danfeng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor Long the Permanence, and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. That must be what he's referring to. And so the hero of the Xianzhou became its arch-villain. Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live! The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this mirage echo.
He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Vidyadhara would never progress without their plans. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Alright then. In stealth mode, and then difficult to detect. All enemies' actions are really advanced and their weaknesses are hidden. Okay. Run on by. Oh. Quickly run.
Miss Bailu, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry! I'm sorry! I won't do it again! Wait! I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Danfeng? I don't think so. The appearance of the Lawful's High Elders have been similar through the ages, but there's no mistaking Master Danfeng. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Danfeng.
Oh, okay. Wait! No! You were just a mirage echo! I got tricked again!
Master Danfeng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the transmutation arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research. The Vidyadhara perform self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Vidyadhara from the cycle of reincarnation. I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste. But now, you have enlightened me.
Danfeng. What did he do?
Master Danfeng, your changes to the transmutation arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Vidyadhara to reproduce. My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Vidyadhara reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race?
to unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon. Isn't that the real meaning behind the transmutation arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish.
What does she mean by that?
The Transmutation Arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. But the mechanism eludes me. Let's go.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna have to wait until I have my... I don't need it, I can see them just fine. They're blurry, but I am gonna have to do it. Crap. Did I alert a third one? Whoops. Yeah, I can just make them out. Why must I have to go in circles just to get around people? Yep, I'm fully aware I just loaded another one, thank you, Gil.
Master Dongfang, why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you, of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. He must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Don Feng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloudy magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
Alright.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawful. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder succession tradition just because of you. Hand it over.
Dunham, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare.
Oh boy. Oh my god, there's so many. I've got to initiate combat that time around, unfortunately.
Invisible assassins?
Careful! They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots.
Well, thankfully I'm not waiting for that.
Caught in the net.
I'll do this one, then Dunham's.
Flaming lance. Forward!
In the off chance it breaks them and makes them rebirth. No. Let's focus him. Oh. Alrighty then. Gotcha.
We're just having fun.
Yep.
Try this on for size.
He is dead, I wanna say. Yes.
Lance at the ready.
I might as well kill one. reduces as much damage as I can. And then are you able to...
I sense a storm.
Okay, so I can do 2 for free without wasting skill points. Cool. He seems really good. I just don't have the resources to get him, unfortunately. So they still... Yeah, you can just make them out by the blurriness. I should use this time to get through now. It's an interesting mechanic, at least.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dan Heng and her to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them all up. Fortunately, the 3 of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
Assassins? None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came from Mr. Dan Heng, but the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed.
Oh god, I've already seen the most painful enemy.
Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
Okay, oh, I only get these 2? These 3? Oh. Let's... Yeah. I'm hoping I don't regret this choice, but I probably will. Go around, that one's imprisoned. You are a healer. Gotcha. Lightning? Lightning.
Lance at the ready. To the finish.
Gee, a lot of health.
I wish not to use the strength.
Make sure he dies. And then focus on one at a time.
I'm on guard.
I just remember this is going to be waived because there's still the other ones.
Heaven search.
Hopefully that's not been damaged. Yeah, because the other one was dead. 1200 health, that means they have about 12, nearly 2500 health normally.
Gotta get those vitamins!
Oh? Oh, okay. I didn't know it would go on to him as well. But it's very much needed.
Am I too late? Reinforcements? I am the reinforcement.
Oh wait, what? Oh, I didn't know he was doing it.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Okay, he deals pretty decent damage actually. That's good to see. I need to quickly... I need to check character health. What is your ultimate? Heals all allies +2. Okay. Gotcha. What? What does your ultimate do? Uses 3 attack to deal imaginary taunt. Okay. So you're my main focus.
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Cloudberry dragon. Rise.
And then he's gonna summon. Yeah.
Follow my charge.
Can I not get lightning people, please? Only 2 of them can actually do weakness damage.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor.
Indestructible.
Taunt them all. Because that is currently the best thing I can do. Both of them will be healed, so he ultimately loses. Sorry, what?
Lance of
Wait.
Blaze.
Oh wait, I just wasted them.
Flaming Lance. Forward.
Yeah, seems right.
Here. This thunder!
Doesn't do much damage, but is a healer primarily, so understandable.
A foregone conclusion.
Let me tend to your wound. Look, listen, feel, kick.
I don't get why people don't like Jingyuan. He deals pretty good damage. It doesn't seem that bad. Let's just make sure Iron does not die.
What's in your prescription?
Do not fret.
700 health, it's not bad.
Heaven's surge. Cloudberry dragon. Rise.
I need it. I need
A pity. So close.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme? They should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have remaining.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. We'll know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jingyuan. I go no further.
Oh.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the Elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realized they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Dan Heng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the ferry.
Alrighty then. No? Okay.
The Vidyadhara have neither neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of cloud hymn, as well as various life skills. Dunhong, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the preceptors and alchemy commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with cloud hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor's seal and the vitality of the eternal roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Dunfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
I'm still so confused about this. Whatever.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your homeland.
Let's wait for his
As a
response.
nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity.
Fair enough. Oh, and that's a... I got another music disc. There's 33 of these now. There's another 4. What? What? I don't even want to know. I still have more to complete, so there's 35. Yeah, there's gonna be 35 to do. Oh no. Is this another companion mission? No, it's a side. I want to finish the other ones I have. I want to. Oh god, I've got so much. Teacher and a friend. I never started a one like that. I guess for now I go and do that. Where was it? Here. Oh, I know there was another new. I'll do the new companion missions first, just because they're part of this update. I believe it was in Boulder Town? Yeah.
It's getting late. Where to now?
So you want to see who this is for here? Yeah, I've completed that one. It's for Luka. Okay. Huh?
Aren't you going to watch the fight, Zila? He's defending his championship title.
Ugh, nah, I'll pass. It's not like anyone else has a chance with him around.
You're right about that. I get it if you don't want to join in the fun. It's all the same after a while. Ah, what a rare moment of rest. Maybe I should find a spot to stretch my legs a bit too.
Zila and Oleg. I wonder what they're talking about. I'll go ask them.
Okay.
Hey, isn't that the Trailblazer? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How you doing?
Hey, how have your travels been? Thanks to you, things are pretty peaceful around here. The chief and I are getting restless.
Silly girl. Just a few days of hard-earned rest and you're already making it sound like jail time.
Homie? Oh, sheesh. You must have gone through a lot since leaving here.
Sounds like our rustic and friendly community left a good impression on the visitors. Oh, you heard us. We were talking about my student Luka. Oh, you probably haven't met him yet. In short, he's a top-tier fighter in the underworld. He was also doing work for Wildfire before, just not in this town. Oh, right. She hasn't seen Luka defend his championship title before, right? Zila, why don't you take our hero and swing by the fight club to show her the match?
The text doesn't change.
What? You don't want to?
No, it's just... I'm worried Luka might do something stupid again.
Oh, I remember now. Luka was defending his title once, and Zila was watching in the audience. The opponent for that fight was too weak. They went down with just a few punches. I don't know what got into Luka after that, but he said out loud that he wanted Zila to come up and fight him right there and then.
Why don't we stop there, Chief? I'd rather not relive the moment.
Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, that's what Luka's like. He forgets about himself once he's in the mood. But I trust Luka not to make the same mistake again. So, back to the original suggestion. Are you good to take her to the fight club, Zila?
Ugh, fine. I'll take you there.
That's more like it. The more friends, the merrier. I hope you can get along with my favorite student.
Why does Luka always
She
come
is so
sneaking back
reluctant.
into town like this? I haven't seen him for a while. Hope he's grown up a bit since then.
I've never heard someone so reluctant to do something.
That's it. I give up.
Friends of the I mean, Friends of Belobog, the champion of the 1,761st Fighting King Challenge. 30 tournaments, 28 victories. The Boulder King of Fists, Luka!
It's not really a surprise he has a robotic arm. Jesus Christ. Body? I guess more metal.
Looks like it's over already.
At least he didn't do what he did last time, according to them. Oh.
Hey, Zila! And, you are?
Oh, I forgot to introduce her. This is the Trailblazer. You must have heard of her before.
Were you here just to see my fight? Well, I'm flattered. I just won a little fight in a cage. What you did was much bigger than that. We...
Luka! Luka! Luka!
Ugh, the crowd never gets tired, do they?
Do you want to head outside? It's a bit loud for talking in here. See you next time, everyone. There are sparks yet to fly.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, finally. I think we lost them. Let's chat here.
You're popular as ever, champion.
Oh, are you still angry at me over that one time, Zila? I just got a bit carried away.
Of course not. 2 senior members of Wildfire duking it out in the Fight Club? That would be bad form.
The mood was on fire that day, but the final match was over in just a few swings. Everyone wanted more. So in the heat of the moment, I just... Oh, come on. Don't hold that against me, Zila. I've always been impressed by you. I've wanted to spar with you for ages.
Ugh, I don't fight for fun. Stop getting your hopes up. Anyway, now that you've dragged us out here, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, yes. So I'm trying to get a plan going.
Oh boy.
Yes. More accurately, my personal training plan. I want you to join me in witnessing the next steps in the development of Luka, the Boulder Town fighting champion.
Whoa, hold your horses. Chief Oleg wanted us to come and cheer for you. He didn't say anything about becoming your sparring partners. We haven't got the time.
You can't hide anything on that face of yours. Oleg already told me that things in the underworld are pretty peaceful now. And even Wildfire's running out of things to do. Besides, look at this gal! You want in, right?
I'll just say I have plenty of time.
I knew it.
Ugh, there's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. Since she agreed, count me in too.
Great, that's settled then. The training is on Svarog's turf. I heard about your achievements. You probably know that place like the back of your hand, right? Just let me know when you're ready, and we can head over together.
Oh boy. Why do I have... Oh.
How about it? Are you ready to head out? That was fast. Keep up, Zila. Don't fall behind.
I don't need you to remind me. Let's go.
Okay, level 40. It's... Everyone on my team can do something. At least. Maybe not. Oh, I'm sure this team can still be used fine. No, pardon, this is the most recommended loadout. Luka, Samporth, Kafka.
This is Svarog's turf. Where to now?
Don't worry, just follow me. We need to find a mechanic called Cassidy first. I've hit him up before. This way.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
Luka, you're finally here. I've been waiting for you for ages.
Relax, bro. I'm a man of my word. No need to stress out.
And these two are... Oh! Miss Zila! To think that 2 senior Wildfire members are concerned with my trivial problems.
They just came along to help. Don't mind them. Just tell us exactly what happened.
came along to help, huh?
Okay. This may sound strange, but I'm an amateur mechanic. I like collecting scrap in my free time, doing odd jobs, like putting robots together, that sort of thing. But a few days ago, 2 of my robots suddenly disappeared. They were my pride and joy. I usually leave them in the tent when I head out. Everyone in the settlement knows each other. This has never happened before. Someone must have set their sights on my robots and stolen them while I was gone. I just don't know how they managed it. Did they change the programming? Oh, but that's not possible. It's not impossible. I just don't think there's anyone in the settlement capable of something like that.
I see. 2 robots. Do you have any clues? Any reasonable guesses? We need to have an opening to start the investigation.
Not really. But here's the most mysterious part of all this. One of the machines they stole was a drone. I called it Little Faye. Little Faye has an alarm that buzzes non-stop as soon as any unauthorized people get close. It's guaranteed to wake up the entire settlement. But I didn't hear Little Faye's alarm at all. I still can't figure out how that happened. No way. Little Faye was ship-shape, not a hitch nor glitch in sight.
Right.
A drone that was supposed to sound an alarm suddenly went silent. Worth remembering. Anything else?
Let me think. Oh, there is one other thing, but I don't know if it's useful. Little Faye also has a tracker. If it gets too far from Big Ben... Big Ben is the name of the other robot. If there's too much distance between them, Little Faye will automatically start routing and fly to Big Ben's location. That's all, I suppose. I tried to find clues myself, but I don't know where to start. This job needs real professionals.
Mm-hmm. Cool, we've got this. Don't worry, bro. We promise we'll find your robots.
Hey, how can you be so sure?
Trust me, Zila. Don't worry, Cassidy. Wildfire's on the case. You just rest up here and don't let this ruin your day.
What was that all about? You're 100% certain we're gonna find those robots for him?
Slow down, Zila. Listen to my analysis first. It's a big job to steal 2 robots without anyone noticing, especially when one of them has an alarm. I'm guessing that our thief friend never even took Little Faye.
You mean...
I think the thief knew that Little Faye had an alarm, so they decided to break it. But they also knew that Cassidy could fix Little Faye and use its tracker function to find Big Ben. The thief must have tossed the broken drone somewhere and only made off with Big Ben. Hey, why are you both looking at me like that? Say something.
Oh my. It does make some sense.
You gotta tell me if there are holes in my logic.
So, you do have a brain somewhere in all that muscle.
I'm not just biceps and steel, you know. Well, if you all agree with what I said, let's go prove it. Missing drones are a bit of a regular occurrence down here. Come on, move those legs.
Luka, do you
Can I
often
change?
find
No.
stuff for other people?
Seems like it. Kids always come to me when they lose stuff.
There's a robot there.
No wonder.
Yeah, what?
Man,
Of
this area's
course.
so run down. I don't want to live here.
The people living here don't want to either. But they've got no other choice.
We can change that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look! There's a drone over there! But how can we tell if it's the one Cassidy lost?
Here, look. Someone deliberately scratched off the paintwork. Didn't even do a good job of it.
Oh, you're right. You've got a good eye, Zila. Whoever did it must have been in a hurry. We need to fix this little guy up. Can you lend a hand?
Sure. It doesn't seem like it's optional. As usual. God, it's these. That doesn't work. What? How do I get it to connect down here? There we are.
Done! The little one can fly again.
Beep, bing. Little Faye, reinitialization complete.
Do you want to sound the alarm?
We really found it. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
Scanning for signal from Big Ben.
Oh, listen. That must be the tracking system Cassidy mentioned.
Signal not found. Big Ben is currently too far away from this unit. Tracking function must be enabled.
It really does have a tracking function. Let's see how useful it is.
Alright.
Hey, it's flying away! Follow it!
Look, that fellow over there is acting pretty shit. Hey, friend.
What? Who's there? A red ribbon? Wildfire? Huh? How did you... I'm doing just fine. No monsters around here. Why don't you, go bother someone else?
Shying away from honest work, indulging in petty crime. Of course you're doing just fine.
I'm not sure this falls under petty crime, Zila. That whole robot he's got next to him. It's Big Ben, all right.
Hold on a second. Who told you the name of this robot? Don't tell me it's...
That's right. Cassidy sent us here. Hand over what you stole, or be prepared to face the fist of a champion.
Fists of a champion, huh? I've come this far. I won't be able to show my face around here if news gets out. Do your worst. Big Ben, let's get him.
Going all the way, huh? Enough talk then. Luka, let's get him.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Here, let me punch some sense into you.
Alright,
I could take you one arm only.
that's it. Who can't be targeted by my characters, and who can't be targeted the most, so I'll go for you.
Give it up. You're no match for us.
I can't turn back now.
You got guts. Time to end this.
Alright, he's out.
Stand still.
And he'll die to DOT. I don't know what that achievement said.
Please, all of you, I shouldn't have stolen anything. I admit. Give me a second chance.
You're admitting defeat? What happened to all that bravado you had a few moments ago? The Multamerville Warrior. The peerless Boulder Champion. Upholding justice and peace once again. Nice. Our thieving friend surrendered, and Big Ben looks to be in one piece. First step of the champion's training is complete. Huh? Why are you two so straight-faced? Can't you look a little happy?
What was that supposed to be? The Multamerville Warrior?
No, that's nothing, just a slogan. Don't take it too seriously. Let's get Big Ben back to Cassidy.
Fine. Let's finish up here. But I'm gonna put it out there. We're not gonna forget those lines of yours anytime soon.
Alright. And then you switch it. Okay.
Big Ben misses home. Big Ben wants to talk with little Faye. Big Ben wants to play with Cassidy. Go home. Go home.
Alright. So I'll switch to the Trailblazer for that, but it won't let me switch. Okay. He sounds just like a crab. What the hell?
Big Ben! Oh, you're back!
Beep boop. Cassidy. Little Faye. Cassidy.
I don't know how I can ever thank you, Luka, Sila, and Miss Outsider. My life can finally get back on track now.
See? I kept my word, right? Wildfire's senior members always deliver what we promise.
I've never doubted you, Luka. I'll remember this forever. Right? Time to take little Faye and Big Ben for a systems check. Until next time.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll catch up later. Ah, that felt great. Such a wholesome feeling to help other people, don't you think?
To be honest, I think you could have handled it yourself. You said this was the first step, right? So, just how many steps does your training have exactly?
3. Just 3 steps. Trust me, it won't take too much of your time.
Alright.
Easy. I'm about to tell you. Let's go. Next, we're gonna clear up all the Fragmentum cronies still left in the settlement.
Huh? Fragmentum? But the settlement...
wasn't affected by Fragmentum, right? You're not wrong. The fissure here only recently opened up. Master Oleg got the intel from our network just yesterday. I asked him to leave this case to me. Perfect for the second step of our training, right?
Like
Sure.
master, like student. I admire your attitude. In any case, if this concerns the Fragmentum, then there's no time to lose. Where are the monsters? Lead the way.
Way ahead of you. Follow me.
Alright, going down here.
Luka, come clean with me. Are you here for some other reason?
It's just training, for real. It's not like you to be so suspicious, Sila. Say, how did you settle your beef with Svarog? Tell me the juicy details.
It's a long story. I'll tell you later. There's so many of them. Are you sure the fissure only recently opened up?
Our intel should have been accurate. Seems like Boss Svarog must have let his guard down. These guys are messing up his turf.
Enough talk. Let's clean up this area.
Alright, what's your weakness? Cool. I'm just gonna wait. I'm really not in the mood to do a 2-wave battle.
So, give up yet?
Stand still.
Sample is gonna be very important here.
Take long.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Perfect.
Time to go on the offensive.
Do I have to kill all of them? No, I just have to kill whoever I need to. Pretty much the ones that are always in the way only.
I can take you one arm only. Snap out of it.
Oh.
Caught in the net.
We're just having fun. Try this on for size.
Nice.
Time to go on the offensive. To the finish.
Okay, these aren't too difficult to deal with, so Don't have much to worry about. There is just 2 enemies here. That is not what I expected.
Caught in the net.
Go on. That means Sample can use all bounce on him.
Time to
Awesome.
go on the offensive. Stand still.
That should be the last one I have to take out. Yeah. Optionally.
Ah, no wonder these minions are so active. There's a big fella hiding behind them.
So this guy is the source of it all, right? If we take him out, the fragmentum activity in this area should subside for a while. And Trial 2 will be complete.
That's right. What's up? Starting to get into it, Zila?
It's been too long since I had a good workout. This will be a nice warm-up.
All right. We'll charge in once you're ready.
Okay. I guess we're going in. That's fine, that's not too much damage. But what are you weak to? Right, so every other character here is useless. Good to know. Very good to know.
Kill 'em all.
Oh.
Sampo Koski always takes care. Try this on for size.
I'm on guard.
Let's get them to
Defend
go.
the weak.
Did he just resist the if he did? Oh, I see why not. It's more like Sample than
Where's
Kafka.
the applause? Opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
Vulnerability. Okay.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king, and for me to portray the
Then
king,
DOT
well, you gotta
vulnerability.
make it worth my while.
Good, good.
Times never last. Time to say bye.
Small fry. Need a
So this is.
My pleasure.
Stand still.
Oh, okay.
That breathing sensation. Remember.
There was no bleed.
We're just having fun.
Oh, it's because I didn't do the second attack. Does it matter what I go for? Molten. It seems it'll always do Rain of Purifying Flames, so it doesn't matter what I do.
To the finish.
Relax.
I mean, either way they get shields.
Nearly there. It's
Yep.
not gonna last much longer.
I'll deal the final blow.
Sure you will.
I could take you one arm only. Don't get cocky now.
Let's give it bleed. Oh, it did.
May
It gets
as
rid of the
well kill 'em
buff.
all.
Perfect. All the DOT. And then dead after DOT.
Stand still.
Or not. That works.
Woo, that was a tough one. Good teamwork, guys. Luka, is that everything?
The Multamerville warrior. The peerless boulder
Jesus
champion.
Christ.
Defeater of evil throughout the world.
Appropriate response.
Are you okay? Why are you so hyped? What's going on?
It's just a normal victory celebration. No need to be so alarmed.
You call that normal? I might have let it slide if it was in the cage. On second thought, no. That was cringe even by Fight Club standards.
Don't get so worked up, Zila. I'm thinking clearly. Plus, didn't we just get rid of another major threat to the underworld?
True, but quit changing the subject. This new routine of yours is just...
Don't worry. I promise you, it'll only last till the end of my training. Actually, have I been making too many promises today? That's not a good habit. Anyway, there's only one more step in my training plan. Come on, guys, help me wrap it up.
I guess we're in too deep. Better let it run its course. So tell us, what else is on the schedule?
The final step in this training is to challenge
Why?
Boss Svarog.
Are you sure you're thinking clearly?
Whoa, stay cool, Zila. Like I said, I'm thinking clearly. Every word I said is serious. I set this as the final goal of my training a few days ago. Think about it. Is there any underworld opponent worth challenging more than Boss Svarog?
Oh no, I can't agree to this. You're asking for trouble. Forget about winning or losing. The relationship between Wildfire and Svarog only just got patched up.
Just.
I'm not gonna rile him up.
Right.
Don't make this more complicated than it is. I'm just inviting him to have a fair fight with me, like how you'd have in the cage.
Are you mad? Svarog is a robot. He doesn't understand the rules of the cage. He's different from us. His fists are made of steel.
That means we're evenly matched, right?
You know what I mean. Don't act smart with me. You don't make any sense.
I understand what you're saying, Zila. But you know, I'm a fighter. It's my duty to keep training and get stronger. It's a terrible feeling to have a powerful opponent in your head, but never be able to get close to him. It's all thanks to your patching things up with Svarog that I'm able to have this opportunity now. I'm not gonna miss it for the world.
You can't convince him to not do it.
All right, fine. We'll go find Svarog and have a nice chat with him. Let me say this first. If he doesn't want to deal with you as a challenger, then we're getting out of there ASAP.
Don't worry, I'll convince him. But you're right. If he's not in the mood for it, then I won't force him. I haven't really worked with Boss Svarog before, so please, lead the way. Let's go.
Oh god. At least a broad lightning. I think.
Luka, you...
What's up?
Never mind. I get the feeling I'm wasting my breath.
I still can't change. Why am I forced to one character?
Have you talked to Oleg about going to see Svarog?
That's all you want to ask? I don't necessarily tell Master Oleg everything, you know.
That didn't sound like a sigh, but okay.
The Trailblazer, Zila of Wildfire, and...
Hey! In honor to meet you, Boss Svarog, I'm Luka, a senior member of Wildfire, just like Zila.
Accessing backend database. Querying. Query complete. Luka, born in Maltamerville, winner of the 28th Bouldertown Fight King Challenge, beloved student of Oleg, acting chief of Wildfire.
Oh, wow, impressive! Thank you for saving me the self-introduction.
Luka of Wildfire, what is the purpose of your visit?
Straight to the point, just the way I like it. I'm here to challenge you, Boss Svarog.
Challenge. Intent unclear. Outsider, Zila of Wildfire, can you provide an explanation?
What is wrong with this? What's wrong with his voice?
Don't look at me! He's the one who came up with this idea. It's up to you to accept it or not, Svarog.
Yep, it's not that complicated. I just want to go a few rounds with the one everyone agrees is the most powerful in the underworld and see where I stand. What do you say? Are you interested?
Evaluating. Intention unclear. Enmity level 0. Lie detection passed. Evaluation completed. The opposing party only came to spar. I agree to fight you, Luka of Wildfire.
Huh? Hold on. You agree?
If weapons and gun barrels are unused for prolonged periods of time, the risk of rust damages increases. Periodic use will reduce such risk and extend the life of these components.
What? That's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
See, I told you I could convince him. You could be our referee, Zila. You know the rules of the club, inside out.
Fine, I get it. If you insist. Competitors, take up positions.
That does not sound like Svarog, from what I remember. But maybe I'm wrong.
Ready, Svarog. We can start anytime.
I too have a question, Luka of Wildfire. How did you acquire your mechanical arm?
Mechanical's the
one of
right
the things
word.
in the underworld that even you don't know about. This arm? Well, it's not that exciting. It's all because I got distracted in a defense campaign. I can't even remember the date of that fight. More importantly, it was only after losing my arm that I found the meaning of life. What it really feels like to be alive. That's why I'm standing here right now, to feel alive. And also for everyone who put their hope and faith in me.
Excellent answer. I will treat this challenge seriously, Luka of Wildfire.
In the blue corner, Svarog from the robot settlement. Are you ready?
Ready.
In the red corner, Luka from Multimerville. Are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Okay. This is a no-holds-barred contest. One round only. Victory will be declared when one contestant submits, or the fight is stopped by the referee. All right. Fight!
Let's see some sparks fly.
What did they do to Svarog's voice? He doesn't sound the same. Wait, oh, okay. Oh, looks like this is a guaranteed loss.
I'm just getting started. Don't get cocky now.
Wait, he'll be a
Finally! An opponent that can take the punches head on!
A powerful strike, but not enough to break my defense.
That's why they call you Boss Balrog. How about this?
I didn't do anything.
Small fry.
You can't win this fight. And he's dead in the next goal. Yep, and that's it.
Not bad.
Red contestant down. 10, 9,
10?
8, 7.
No way. I'm a long way from tapping out. Let's go.
He's determined, I'll give him that. But this is a losing fight, is it not? Now it's 100% a losing fight. I don't like what they've done as far as voice. Is it just Svarog's turn? Jesus Christ.
Where's the applause? Opponent worth their salt. Let's see some sparks fly!
I'm amazed if this turns out to be a victory. Yeah, there we are.
The winner has been decided.
Enough, Luka! Let's end it here!
No! It's not over. I must show you.
Why?
Back in the ring.
Like, Jesus Christ, he's way too determined.
Opponent worth their salt.
Far too determined, sorry.
Let's see some sparks fly.
9th 1,000?
make a strong impression, Luka of Wildfire. I will remember this fight.
Thanks. But it's not over. Gotta keep fighting.
Is he done?
I can't.
He's gonna pass out. I can already tell.
Luka of Wildfire, it does not matter why you came here. I acknowledge your strength. Your performance was enough to make me reevaluate the limits of humanity.
That's really...
Wake up! On your feet!
Yeah, he passed out. Awesome. Shocking.
Luka! Hey, Luka!
Now imagine if he took imagine if he didn't. He's so
Hear me? Hey! Hey! Luka, you're up!
determined.
You're finally awake. You've been out for the whole day. We were really worried.
Don't worry, Zila. Like I said, it was just the exhaustion. Svarog was deliberately holding back.
Zila... And... Nat? I'm in... the clinic?
Where else? You think we'd leave you on Svarog's turf?
Thank you all. I feel much better now. Sorry, Nat. I must have wasted your time.
Don't be ridiculous, Luka. Still, whatever your motivation was, I hope you can find a different outlet for it.
I'm not gonna let you off the hook that easy. There's more to this story. You need to explain what the heck got into you today. That's on me too. I should have refused him straight away. I had a bad feeling from the start.
You're always so serious. I've said it before. This is my trip.
Oh, slow down. You haven't completely recovered. Zila, don't pressure him. Let him rest.
Thanks, Nat. But I'm almost recovered. I have some things to do.
Hey, where do you think you're...
Let him go, Zila.
I really don't get it. I don't think anybody gets it. If he never intended to explain anything to us, why did he drag us along? No, this is too weird. I'm gonna follow him and see what he's up to. I can't just let it go. Luka didn't used to be like this. You're not too busy these days, right? I'll give you a shout if I need help.
Please.
If you must, Zila. Try not to worry. I don't want to see you two fighting.
Don't worry, Nat.
Now that they've left, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh god.
It's easy for Luka to get ahead of himself sometimes, but I've never seen him this headstrong. It does make me wonder. Could you ask Oleg how Luka's been recently? I haven't seen much of him lately. It's hard for me to get the full picture. Thank you. Regardless of what's really going on, I hope none of you let small things get in the way of your friendship. See you.
I guess I can use my original team now. Alright. Oh yeah, what was that achievement I got? Wait a minute, there's 3 characters of the same path. Oh. Sample Luka and Kafka are all. Oh. Okay. They're all nihility. I completely forgot about that. There we go.
My student. Did something happen recently? I was wondering why he didn't come to see me after the championship match ended. Come, tell me about it. That does sound a little strange. Luka usually doesn't push himself so far. Huh. He may be a tough guy on the surface, but he's got his secrets. Did he tell you about the origins of his mechanical arm? Ah, then he probably didn't describe the scene in detail. That was 6, 7 years ago. I was patrolling with some comrades in the neighboring town of Multamerville. We passed an ordinary mechanic's shop. There was a serious-looking fella looking after the shop. He was probably a few years younger than me, but his hair and beard were white as snow. There was a young lad doing odd jobs. He looked pretty exhausted. Anyway, I convinced the shopkeeper to let him come with me. Luka was a fast learner. At first, I couldn't figure out if he liked what I was teaching him. Fighting, weapons, strategy, etc. He didn't talk a lot, just kept his head down. Then, about a year after I took him in, Luka lost one of his arms while rescuing townsfolk from the Fragmentum in Multamerville. He almost didn't make it. He was unconscious for 2 or 3 days. I sat next to his bed, anxious and guilty. Guess what he said to me after he woke up? Master, I feel great. He had bandages all over his body. Most of his wounds hadn't healed yet. But it was the first time he'd ever smiled at me. I still remember that expression. Can't tell from looking at him, right? What I'm trying to say is Luka views other people's lives as more important than his own. That's how he's always been. So when he says stuff like, "This is for training," that's probably a lie. He's hiding something from you, all right? Anyway, I'm too old to be getting involved in this stuff. I'm sure you and Zila can sort this by yourselves.
Awesome.
One thing I will ask, please try not to embarrass him too much, okay? He's the fighting champion of Boulder Town, after all. An idol for all the children. He needs to keep up that image.
Alright, now then. Is that the end? No, of course it's not. Okay, so that's programmed to follow one response and not have multiple. Okay.
We have plenty of time.
Oh, you're here. Come on. He wasn't in a hurry, so we should be able to catch up easy enough.
Please don't make me fight anything.
There he is. Let's follow him. Stay quiet.
When Cherry mode is active, the gameplay prompt will appear on top of the screen. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's use the commands to enter the hidden state when you're on. Okay.
Whew. Thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase. feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit. This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
And then, yep.
Oh, where's he going?
Didn't think this would be a type of mission I'd ever do in this game.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
The next hide's probably behind them boxes.
Wait, that's... Hook! What's she doing here? Up to no good. Luka should tell her to go back to town. He's always worrying after the kid's safety. We've come this far. We can't let this kid ruin everything. Shh, she's coming this way.
Yeah.
Wow, honorary member, Miss Zero.
Shh, be quiet. You almost exposed us.
Why are you sneaking around like this?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so exciting.
We're gonna lose him if we don't hurry. Hook, run back to town. Stop hanging around here.
Okay. That's what Luka said too. I hope you two find the treasure.
Right. I need a way for him.
Whew, thank goodness we didn't lose him. Quick, let's keep up the chase.
If he turns around, I'll hide.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Why is he running?
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
Why did he run?
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
You get 8 seconds to get the target back on screen. Gotcha.
This doesn't feel right. Hey, let's hide for a bit.
What is he doing? I don't understand. Okay, I'm sorry, you can't miss them.
Did he put something down? Let's go have a look.
I just realized I'm using the bad version. The destruction
Case?
path.
For some reason, I feel like... Yeah, I don't have a reason. It's just a feeling. Then again, we followed him for ages. It'll be a waste if we don't see what's inside. I wonder what's in there. Here, let me open it. Is this a notebook?
I'm about to read.
It looks like a kid's handwriting. And
Of course I am.
art. Have a look.
Mr. Luka. Hello.
Never mind.
My name is Margie, and I'm from Multamerville too. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been sick since I was a baby, but I still dream of becoming a big star in the cage one day, just like you. It's a bit embarrassing, but I wanted my dad to give you this notebook. wanted to tell you that you've inspired me to keep working hard and achieve my goal, even if it's hard to reach. When I become a fighter as awesome as you, I'm gonna do my best to help people in the underworld. I want to team up with my friends and help everyone together so they can smile again. I'll listen to their thanks and then yell out my winning slogan. The Multamerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion.
Oh.
Upholding justice and peace once again.
Oh.
Then I want to chase away all the bad things hurting everyone. I'll go with my friends and clear out all the scary monsters. I'll make the underworld safe, and then yell out my other winning slogan. The Multamerville Warrior, the peerless Boulder Champion. Defeater of evil throughout the world. Lastly, I want to make life better for the underworld. Mom said there's someone called Svarog who keeps stopping us from going back to the overworld. So I'm gonna challenge that big robot and show him what I can do as a champion fighter. But Svarog is too strong. We'll never win. My friends are gonna all want to back out when they hear about this. But I know I have to be an example for everyone. I need to stick my neck out and go challenge Svarog on my own. Bam! Crack! Boom! It's gonna be such an epic fight. And then we'll reach a draw, and neither of us will be able to win. But Svarog will acknowledge my strength and be willing to listen to the Underworlders. So, it'll be a happy ending. My friends will clap, and all the people suffering will be free. But all that is just my dream. I don't know how long it's gonna be till it becomes reality. I'm lying in bed sick right now. But as long as Mr. Luka is around, I won't be scared. I remember everything you said to encourage me. Before becoming a champion, I want to defeat this illness first. Then, I need to learn how to stand, walk, and exercise again. Until I achieve all my dreams. I hope... no. I believe Mr. Luka will support me till the end. Right?
Huh.
Luka. I think I get it now. Maybe we should forget about all this. What do you say? Maybe one day we can talk about it with him. But let's give him some time. Let's head back to town for today. Good night, Margie.
Well then, that's certainly not what I expected.
Where to now?
And I'll go now visit the Express. Yay. Good on him. Okay, so... yeah, so there's only going to be 2 companion missions that aren't labelled in here. So how do I get these 2? They must be available somewhere on the map, right? Because that one was. Maybe in the parlor? No. That's to the passenger cabin. I don't even go get my level up rewards anyways, so... I've seen this dialogue twice before. I also want my Trailblaze rewards. Thank you. Ah, so I'm good enough to... No, I'm not. Wait. How many do I have? I have 3, but I need 8. Yeah, no, I need 8, don't I? To advance the Trailblazer? No, it's only 6. I'm trying to think, how do I get the other 2 companion missions? Would it be on the Lawful? It's a side mission. Another side mission. Both of them lead to the same area. Oh. That's the other companion mission I have. I won't have any imaginary characters, so that doesn't matter for me. Max HP, speed. I will never want to fight that boss ever again. That was way too much pain. I don't want to get anything I need. 500 Lycorn XP, tier 2 synthesis material. How long has it been? 3 hours. I'll leave that there since that was all the 2.1.3 stuff I have available. I am going to leave the game open and finish off the other companion missions I have. I'm kind of disappointed that that was all the story. There was only 50 minutes worth of main. Though I guess at least we'll learn more about Dan Heng, I suppose. But I don't know, that was kind of lackluster compared to the rest of the missions. Because from what I can tell, 1.2 at least offered a boss fight. Well, this one was just the end of the Lawfu story. And that was about it. That really didn't contain much. Well, aside from the cliffhanger they like to leave you on at the end. With Lorcha and whoever that other person was. Don't think they've ever been in the game. So I don't really understand who they are and how they fit the story. But maybe 1.4 will tell us. if it goes to 1.4, if it just goes to 2.0. Because I know some games just do a couple of 1 points and then go into 2.0. Username has been what? Oh. Okay. I'm just hoping that the next update to the game actually provides some proper lore. Because the game has some decent lore. It's kind of sad that we didn't get much in this one. For now, I'll just return to finishing off the other games I have going. Dying Light and Far Cry. I'll finish both and then decide. Because I've been really enjoying Honkai Star Rail. I kind of want to stick to doing it. It's an enjoyable game for me. So I guess I can just hope that 1.4 holds some good content. Though then again, there is clearly 4 companion missions, and if I remember right, there was an update to the simulated universe. That's about it though. I don't know when I'll resume the other 2 games. Maybe later in the week. I don't know. I'll decide later.